Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the practice field at LaGrange College. We have an exciting array of interviews coming up. We're going to do a little bit of tailgating, cooking with Chef Jeff, cheerleaders, coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a fabulous time. So stay tuned for City Week coming up in just a moment.
Why United Way? Because 99 cents of every dollar donated to United Way of West Georgia stays right here to help your neighbors. Yes, 99 cents. United Way makes every penny count. You can count on United Way, and United Way of West Georgia is counting on you. Please give today.
At LaGrange College, you'll find your professors to be encouragers, trusted role models, mentors. Discover learning relationships that transform at one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Challenging minds, inspiring souls, transforming lives. Discover more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're out on the practice field here at LaGrange College, and I have sitting down with me the head coach, Matt Mumme. Matt, welcome to the show.
Oh, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come out here and do this show.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with you again, Matt. We were in the studio not long ago, and you talked about opening day, and we're here. The guys are behind us here. Talk about a little bit about what's going on here today.
Well, this is it. You know, camp started. We're excited. All the guys are excited to be here. We got 126 players out on this field right now, and you know, they're very energetic. They're ready. They're anticipating the season to start, and so we're having good competition between the offense and defense, and just getting ourselves ready for Game 1 against Birmingham Southern.
Oh my goodness! And that's coming up pretty soon too, isn't it?
September 6th. We'll be at their place over in Birmingham.
Okay.
So, but it'll be here before we know it. So.
Well, very good. Now, I know when you were with us before, you said you had an awesome recruiting year. Talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
We really did. We did a good job of going out and getting some transfers. We have a new addition to our running back core with a transfer running back, Sequoia Humes, who transfers from University of Alabama, Birmingham. So it's nice to have a Division I running back kind of come in here at our level and step in and try and help fill the void there. And so we're really excited about him. We've got some young guys that came over on the defensive side, Isaiah Garris and some other guys that are really stepping in and trying to fill some spots on the defensive side too. So, you know, all in all, we got a bunch. You know, we got 54, 55 freshmen here also, and so they're all trying to run around and and earn their spot too. So it's fun. It's competitive.
Absolutely. You know, you're talking about running around. I looked back there a few moments ago, and I said, "You freshmen." I don't see anybody out there look like a freshman. Those are some big guys out there.
No, we do. You know, my coaching staff, I got an all-star coaching staff. These guys have done a great job recruiting. We've really, we've upped the bar here at LaGrange College on the talent pool that we're bringing into the school, and hopefully that'll continue.
Absolutely. You know, you're talking about your coaching staff, and I know that you have an array of talent there on your team. We want to talk to one of your coaches here coming up shortly here. But let me ask you, what are some of the things that you're bringing to the team different than in past years?
What I tell our guys, you know, especially from a staff point, is, you know, I want us to be the most excited team to play on Saturday, and so I want our coaches to be the most excited. I feel like that if that energy is there and it's there on Saturdays, then we'll be successful. And so this coaching staff, they come from a wide range of places. Felton Huggins is our passing game coordinator, who's from Louisiana. You know, he played for the Buffalo Bills. Coach Brandon Crosby's from California, is a surfer guy, you know, so he's our DB's coach. Coach Earl Chambers, who you'll talk to in a little while. Coach Dave Shantz is our run game coordinator, our strength coordinator. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. So I mean, really just a wide group of guys that, you know, that are here, that are energetic and ready to make this thing work.
Well, very good. And you know, I know that you guys have your first game is away in Birmingham. Then you're going to have home games here at the stadium here. And I asked last time, what would you ask the general public to do to support LaGrange College?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the general public, I would just ask them to come watch us. You know, I think we put an exciting product on the field. You know, we're fun to watch on offense. We're going to chunk it all over the yard. Our defense is going to be aggressive. You know, we have an attack mentality, and you know, these guys work really hard. And LaGrange, you know, the city of LaGrange is a wonderful place to live. And my wife and I have been very blessed to have the opportunity to be here. And what I'd ask is just people come out and support these young men that get out here and work hard for us.
Absolutely. You know, and I'm also going to get an opportunity to talk with your quarterback, Graham Craig. Talk a little bit about him and what your expectations are.
Yeah, Graham's done a great job. Graham Craig's a transfer quarterback from Valdosta State, but he was originally from Spain Park in Birmingham. He's a great quarterback. He already knew the system when he came here, so we meshed well together. He did a great job last year. He led the nation in passing and ended up being a top 10 finalist for the Gagliardi Trophy, which is the Heisman of Division III. So that's a pretty big honor. You know, we expect him to try and be further up that list this year, hopefully. And you know, he's a really smart young man. He knows where, you know, he wants his direction in life. He does really good in the classroom, you know, holds over a 3.85 GPA, and you know, really has taken care of business and been a good role model for some of our younger guys.
That's great, you know. And you said about 54 guys on your team?
Right, about 54 freshmen. We've got about 126 overall out here.
Okay. Which one is from the further away, you would think, Coach?
Oh, geez, we actually have we've got a guy from Miami, Florida, so that's pretty deep south, you know. Last year we had a young man from Louisiana, so you know, we've gotten a few guys, you know, from a ways out, but with the dynamic of LaGrange College, we try to really focus in on that 180-mile radius, you know, 3 to 3.5 hours outside of the school to try and get our best players. And to be honest, Georgia is just such a great recruiting state that, you know, most of our young men are going to come from the state. Well,
very good. And talking about coming from the state of Georgia, I know that your defensive coach, Coach Chambers, is a graduate of Georgia. Is that correct?
Right. You know, I'm extremely blessed to have Coach Earl Chambers here. You know, we played against each other in college. He was a safety at the University of Georgia. Of course, I was a backup quarterback at the University of Kentucky. He got the best of both ends on that one, but you know, he knows what championship team looks like. He was at Valdosta State for 8 seasons and was co-defense coordinator there when they won a national championship, which is a big deal. So he's got a title ring on his finger, and that's, you know, and I thought that was big. You know, bringing coaches in here that have had success other places and bring a wealth of knowledge to this group of young men.
Well, very good, Coach. We're going to get a chance to talk with Coach Chambers in just a moment, but I want to thank you for allowing us to come out and be a part of your practice field at opening season. So wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you so much, Alton. Ken, appreciate y'all so much.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be over with Chef Jeff in just a moment talking about some healthy cooking. Chef Jeff, we're out here at LaGrange College, and I know that you're out here going to be cooking up some things for us. What do you got going on the grill for us today?
Today we got a few things. We got some peppers and onions right here, golden pineapples, a little sauerkraut, a little bit of a lot of people's favorite, a little bit of marinated jerk chicken here.
Jerk chicken,
It's tender. And we got a few hot dogs I'm burning over here on the grill.
That you're burning already, okay. But you know what? A lot of people like them when they're a little scorched like that.
They do. They love them like that.
Yeah.
And I also got a lot of people's favorite off the grill, apples.
Okay, you can grill some apples there as well.
For that dessert there.
Now, how did you prepare that, Jeff? I mean, how did you prepare that apple before you put it on the grill?
All I did was season it with a little margarine, a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, and let the natural sugar of the apple come out of it as it grilled. And also you may see some carrots.
Some carrots there. Any special preparation for the carrots, or just slice and dice and put them on?
Well, I season those too, just salt, pepper, and butter.
Okay, very good.
And just put it on the grill, and the natural sugar of a carrot come out too. That way you get to taste the carrot.
All right. Well, you know what, Chef Jeff, I'm going to finish up talking to the football team, give you a little bit more time to get that ready, because I know I'll be hungry when I get through with these guys, all right?
All right. And when you get back, we'll cook some peppers and onions.
Very good.
To go on these hot dogs.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're back for more City Week in just a moment.
A fierce, competitive spirit inhabits the DNA of students here at LaGrange College. "16 NCAA Division III teams, inspiring coaches, and some of the best facilities in the Southeast. athletic, spiritual, and academic experiences. Discover more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Troup County Schools. A place where you can learn and grow.
A place where teachers care.
A place where family and school come together.
A place where learning matters.
A place preparing students for a bright future.
Whether going to college
or into the workforce.
Troup County Schools. Preparing students for success today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Week. I'm sitting down now with the defensive coach, Earl Chambers. Earl, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with you, and I think that the atmosphere and the excitement out here is just electrifying, and I know that you play a big part of that as well, being the defensive coach, and you know, if no games are won without a good defense, all right?
I appreciate that. You're correct in that, and I just try to provide a lot of energy for my players, and hopefully they can feed off me.
Very good. Well, before we talk a little bit about your coaching style and everything, Earl, I know that you are a national championship winner yourself. Talk a little bit about that and where that was accomplished.
Well, I'll tell you, I had the pleasure of working at Valdosta State for 8 seasons and winning 2 national championships on the defensive side. Very key in my development as a coach, learning how to be a coach and doing all the necessary things to make our players the best they can be and be excellent on the field, and not only on the field, but in the classroom.
Well, very good. I also know that you played for the University of Georgia, too, in your career. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I played at University of Georgia 1995 through 99. Had an opportunity to play and coach with a lot of reputable people in our business. But a great experience. I'm just glad to be here in LaGrange. Hopefully our experience can be just as good here.
I'm sure it will, because it seems like, the coach has gone out and he has handpicked, it seems like, his coaching staff to make this a great year for the LaGrange College Panthers. And again, you're the defensive coach. And I was in talking with you before we came on, you have about 35 freshmen on your side, right?
Yeah.
Talk about what you feel like would be the biggest challenge, other than their youthfulness. What do you feel like would be your biggest challenge in preparing these young men?
I think it's important they understand college, the whole atmosphere of it, being able to manage their time, not only from a football perspective, but they got to be students too. They got to go to class and they got to learn how to manage that time, and also put the effort toward being national champions on the field, because that's what my goal is, and I hope they understand that we're going to play at a high level. So being able to manage that time, whether it's devoted to film study or in a weight room, and then going to class and being good students. Absolutely,
it's a holistic approach, because a lot of kids, I'm sure, aspire to become, and play in the NFL. But in the event that they don't make that goal, they have to have something to fall back to. It's great that you guys are preparing these young men for the life situations that they will face also. And talking about your coaching, I'm sure this is your first day. Have you seen any standouts as of yet?
I'll tell you what, I got a lot of returning guys from the spring who, like I said, they impressed me in the spring in terms of their ability to understand the defense, and I didn't have a problem with effort. And it's kind of, those guys have kind of made it easier for the young guys to kind of see that, hey, the type of style of defense I want here. And I don't have an effort problem, and that's always a good problem. We're still learning and adjusting to the defense, and also trying to get them to recognize offensive sets and getting them to be smarter football players. That's the challenge right now, but guys are moving around well. They're hustling, they're getting to the ball, they're very enthusiastic, so it's making my job as a coach very easy.
Well, very good. And I understand that I was talking to Coach Matt a moment ago, and he was telling me that you yourself probably can tackle the best of them out there on the field. Talk about your regimen and your preparation, that you go through.
I tell you, my mind is always on football, and it's been that way for some time now. And just to try to get away from it a little bit, I do try to work out myself. I run daily. anywhere from 3 to 5 miles just to, and you know, I found myself even in that time, I'm still thinking about football. So in some of those runs, I try to put together good schemes and think about things that could possibly hurt us on defense. But just overall, just trying to stay active. My guys see it, and I try to get right there in the battle with them, you know, whether it's a drill or if I'm trying to work some D-lineman drill with the D-lineman. It's just I want them to know that I'm still in shape if I have to put my hands on them a little bit.
Well, we're looking at it. I mean, you know, when the coach was telling that, you know, you're very active and run. But, you know, I think in order for you to be a leader, you need to have that conditioning so that the young men know that you're not asking them something to do that you haven't already done yourself.
That's correct. That's important. You know, I hope when they look at me and they see somebody who's been through the battle, and hopefully they take what I say, not only just because I've done it, but just for the simple fact that, hey, you know, I've played at the highest level, and hopefully I'm giving them something that they may not ever achieve in their lives by, you know, playing at Georgia. But hey, LaGrange is a good place. I think we can win the national championship here.
Well, very good. Well, Coach, we're very fortunate to have you and your talent here in LaGrange, and we're just looking for great things from the defensive side of the ball, and definitely want to get a chance to sit down with you again. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're back for more City Week in just a moment.
We'll be right back with more City Week.
Why United Way? Because United Way of West Georgia helps support 25 local organizations. Organizations that make life better for all of us. Yes, 25. There's no easier way to help so many of your neighbors through a single donation. When you give to United Way of West Georgia, you help a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with Chef Jeff out at LaGrange College. Chef, what do you have on the grill here that's prepared, ready to be sampled?
Well, right now we got sampling.
Yes.
We got some pineapples on the grill right now, golden pineapple. Going to be grilled off the grill, a lot of people's favorite. And it's good for these guys out here.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Hey, well, if that's all you got, you're going to have some guys mad.
Well, it's for the important guys.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
The coaching staff.
Oh, okay.
Like the coaching staff, take care of them first.
All right, I got it.
They got to earn their meal.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
That's what they told you.
Like they earn a spot on the show, on the team, you know.
All right.
And you earn the meal.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to go, I got one last interview that I want to take care of, then we're going to come back here and kind of finish up the show with you. Is that all right?
That'll be fine.
Here we go, Panthers, here we go. 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 All right.
Welcome back, City Week, ladies and gentlemen. As I finish up my interviews, I'm sitting down now with the quarterback, Graham Craig. Graham, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you know, there's a lot of excitement going on back here, and you're the spark plug for the team. Talk a little bit about what this means for you to be the quarterback of LaGrange College Panthers.
Oh, it's a blast. Ever since Coach Mummy took over, you know, the quarterback has a lot of responsibility in the offense, and a lot of it depends on us. And it's a blast coming out here to practice. You know, you throwing the ball around all day. Here you got the music going, players are running around excited, dancing. It's a blast. It's a blast. And you're talking about throwing the ball around. You were the #1 passing quarterback in the nation. Talk a little bit about that and what that meant for you. It was big for us. You know, we had a lot of young receivers, and we had Griffin Riley was our only junior receiver last year. All the rest were freshmen, and we had those guys, and they really bought in really quick and learned it, and they did a great job all last year. You know, just making my job easy. A lot of them were short passes. They took 60 and 70 yards, and
oh my Lord, that adds up.
Oh yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
It does.
And talking about Riley with the most catches, I know that you have other go-to guys? Who are some of your other go-to guys?
Marcellus Jackson had most touchdowns, and he was kind of our big play guy last year. And whenever we hit him short and he'd take it longer, we'd hit him over the top. And OG played the outside receiver on the other side, and he had a great year for us too.
Very good. You know, a lot of excitement here. This is your second year as quarterback at LaGrange College here. Talk a little bit about the I guess the mental preparedness that you go through prior to the games.
We'll start watching. We'll watch the film from the previous game, and we'll start preparing. You know, Coach Mummy will have his game plan in place already by Tuesday, and we'll rep. You know, we'll get plenty of reps in practice because we don't have a giant playbook. It's execution of what the small things we do. So we'll work that during the week and make sure we're fresh on Saturdays. It's not a real elaborate deal.
Okay. And you know, in passing, I noticed when I asked about passing how you lit up. So Coach Mummy is a passing coach, and you're a passing quarterback.
Yes,
so like I said, it makes your job a lot easier.
Right.
Absolutely. Now, as we get ready to close out, you also were the Galleon Trophy winner, which is kind of like the Heisman in D3. Talk about that a little bit for us.
It was definitely an honor to be in the first year, and that's I was one of the finals for it last year, and the story behind it is, you know, it's an honor to be even mentioned for it, and especially being in the first year in the offense, and you know, a school that is a newer school when it comes to football, and it was definitely an honor to be part of that.
Great. Well, Graham, we wish you all the very best of this season, and I know that your first game is not very far from here, being over in Birmingham, I think, in your hometown,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So you'll be going home. What will that be like for you?
It'll be fun. You know, I was in high school, and Birmingham Southern was kind of getting started up and getting their start, and their new facilities and everything, and it'll be cool going back home for sure.
Oh, I'm sure you want to come away with a win, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Well, Graham, thanks for sitting down with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're back for more City Weekend in just a moment.
At LaGrange College, your journey toward achievement may take you in many different directions. The arts, law, ministry, medicine. Experience LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions, and leave transformed. Discover more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Welcome back, City Week, ladies and gentlemen. As we're wrapping up here, Chef Jeff, I just couldn't take it any longer. Talk about what you have here that's prepared, ready to be sampled.
Okay, I got a couple of dogs here. I got a beef hot dog.
Okay.
And I also got a brat right here. I'm gonna saute off a little bit of sauerkraut right there for you to taste. You see I got my condiments over there. You gotta have your condiments.
Absolutely.
That there. Peppers and onion if you like peppers and onions.
I do.
And also over in the grill over here, I told you earlier, I got some grilled apples and grilled pineapple. Pineapple's almost ready. And that's what we got going on today.
Okay, well, very good. Now let me just ask you, because I know, Jeff, you've done a lot of cooking in your lifetime. What is what probably, when people are going out getting ready to grill, just some quick things that they can prepare on the grill, much like what you've done, but they're preparing for a large crowd like the football team. What's some things they can prepare?
Well, I say something that's for a football team. They need the protein, they need the vegetables. You can grill off your chicken. You can flavor it any way you want. A lot of people like Italian seasoning, because that Italian seasoning, it picks up a lot of flavor, but it also marinates that chicken well for flavor. But today I use a jerk seasoning on mine, so I marinated it a little bit. That's a good one. Dogs are another good one. You can also take steaks and cut them into strips. That's a good one, so that the yield will go a long way on it. So you don't have to give a person a big old steak. And they can have a hot dog, a little bit of steak, a little bit of vegetables. Like I've done here, I've done some carrots. I just season them, salt, pepper, oil, put them on the grill. Best thing ever.
Right, okay.
You get your vegetables that way.
Absolutely.
And then for dessert, I got a nice good grilled apple here. A nice juicy.
I'm serious. That boy, the juice is just yeah.
Juicy
look at that. Look
pineapple.
at
And you can see the juice come out of it.
Oh man.
That there, off the grill.
You
can also do traditional hamburgers. A lot of people's like that.
Right. Well, and the reason why I asked is because the football players, the heat and them being agile and everything. You don't want to put anything on that's going to kind of weight them down heavy.
Right.
Okay.
So chicken and Stuff like that are things that you can do.
Okay.
You can also do the hot dogs without the bun. Just give them straight hot dogs.
Okay, all right.
You know, and dress it up with your toppings. You know, like these peppers and onions and stuff, and then put your ketchup, mustard, cut that hot dog up on your plate, and you got a meal right there.
Absolutely. Now, you sauteed your onions and peppers there. Was there any particular, just olive oil, or what was it sauteed?
Whatever flavor you like.
Okay.
But today I use a margarine, because margarine seems to have a lot unique flavor to it.
Okay.
And that people recognize, and it makes the food, the sweet content of the peppers and onions come out.
Absolutely, and that's going to be great on one of these dogs here for me in a
Oh
moment
yeah,
or two.
let me go ahead and do that now.
Absolutely.
You like sauerkraut, you say?
I do. You know, one of those, Jeff, I like my stuff to just be ran through the garden. Everything on it. Absolutely.
Well, let's take these bad boys. You like yours hot or cold? Or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, you know.
Well, let's do this.
There we go. That looks so good.
Right
Jeff.
there. Do that. And we'll get a little bit of ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard. All right. Yes.
We'll dress these guys up.
There we go. You know, being out here, and I've eaten your cooking numbers of times, and it is just absolutely.
You like spicy mustard?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let me ask you, on the chicken there too, you marinated it in the jerk sauce. What do you normally marinate and let it sit overnight, or you just marinate it for a couple hours? How do you?
Couple hours. You don't really have to let it set overnight.
Okay.
But if you're doing bone-in chicken, like a bone-in chicken breast, yeah, overnight is perfect.
Okay.
Because it get down into that bone, and then that's when that bone cook. That's when all the juices come back out. And you taste that flavor.
Taste the flavor of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and we'll dress that up.
Got you all dressed up there.
Got me dressed up there.
Did you want a little bit of mustard or something?
You know what? I think I'm just going to start on that one, Jeff, and then I'm going to get a couple more questions in here. And then I'll make sure I get some of that. Now, in the apples, I know that you've done those once before, and you kind of drenched them with caramel, I do recall. Is that correct?
Caramel, cinnamon, either one.
Okay.
It's depending on what people like to eat on the apples. Matter of fact, let me just give you this.
Just
That's
a little
side.
Okay.
That's the side. You see how the color in that came out? It's almost like mom's apple pie.
Oh man, you know what? I think I'm gonna taste that first, Jeff, if you don't mind. I tell you what, I'm gonna get ready to close out here, and then I'm gonna sample my apple. But it's been a pleasure having you on today, and I know that this is just gonna be great, and I'm gonna get full here pretty quickly. All right?
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for City Week this week. We've been here at LaGrange College practice field. We interviewed the coaching staff along with Chef Jeff. I hope that you've enjoyed these interviews, and as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.